Okay, let's go back over 400 years to the old German city of Trier, 1581 during the reign of the Holy Roman Empire. Trier was gripped by fear. Fields were failing, disease spreading through the village, entire families vanished. Over these next 12 years, hundreds of women, some as young as 4, were tortured and executed for witchcraft. It's estimated that 368 to over 1,000 people were executed, leaving whole villages depopulated. It wasn't just one of the largest and deadliest witch trials in Europe, but one of the largest mass executions in the entire European history. Looking at the background of this bloody setting is the Roman Catholic Church, who, in their position right now, is certainly looking like the villains. It's easy to look back in horror, to judge the past, but history asks more of us. Can we feel empathy for not just the victims, but also for those who accuse them? But I'm not just here to tell you what happened. I'm here to ask, how do we understand it? It's easy to feel empathy for the accused. Their suffering was unimaginable. But what if we also try to understand the accusers? At first glance, they seem like villains, but they were human just like you and me, driven by belief, fear, and authority. Let's keep in mind, this was not a world of science. Trier was part of the Holy Roman Empire, meaning there was no church-government separation. The archbishop wasn't just a religious figure, but the judge, governor, and lawmaker, ruling in both the name of God and the emperor. The authority of the church taught that witchcraft was real and deadly, and that Satan was actively recruiting through witches. Anything unnatural was seen as a threat to divine order, and women who didn't conform to gender roles were painted as agents of the devil. This included female knowledge, especially herbal, sexuality, and independence. This was a world where hailstorms are punishment from God, your neighbor's miscarriage could mean demonic influence, and looking at somebody wrong could mean placing a curse on them. To them, burning a witch wasn't cruelty, it was salvation. The Archbishop of Trier, Johann von Schonenberg, believed he was cleansing the city of evil. And while there were other reasons for accusations like personal grudges, revenge, or economic jealousy, religious and moral panic were a real thing, and when people saw any abnormality, they quickly jumped to the conclusion that it was witchcraft. The bishop, Peter Binsfeld, even wrote a line justifying the execution, saying, "It's better to burn 100 innocent people than let one witch go free." Now, this is where empathy becomes difficult, but also powerful. Because when we look at the past, empathy shouldn't mean excusing. It means asking, what did people believe? And why did they act this way? Without that effort, we risk turning history into a simple story of monsters and victims. But real history is always more complicated and more human. Empathy allows historians to reconstruct not just what people did, but what they thought and felt. And in doing so, we don't just study history, we understand it. And that's all I have for the Trier witch trials. Thanks!